Now you can
Get
talk
it?
about your bourbon and the viewers can actually hear you without going insane.
Okay. 2-bar bourbon whiskey brewed in the industrial district of Seattle, which is called Sodo, just in case anyone wanted to know. They have a tasting room, in fact. So if you ever feel like you want to taste some like moonshine and bourbon and vodka and such, they're pretty good.
All
It's
mixed
just down on
together,
4th.
or
Oh yeah, all mixed together, obviously.
yeah. They have the vat where they just put all the extras in at the end of the day, and people can just kind of come through and drink it all. Like, yeah.
Want people to know the secret?
The employee benefit. You get the leftovers.
When you said industrial at first, because I was, moved from Ballard, and I was thinking, because Ballard sort of has this industrial sort of fringe that it likes to pretend doesn't exist. I was like, Ballard? No, that's not a whole district. Just the little bit on the docks. You can't get away from the docks. It's the docks, man. Wherever there's docks, unless I guess it's just the like rich people's boat launches. But
no, I am definitely talking about Sodo. So yeah.
The new neighborhood lets onto a big sort of like 3-car garage type suburb. And I made the mistake of looking at how much those homes cost today.
Oh yeah, because this is your new place.
This is my new place.
Everybody,
very,
Rhiannon recently moved.
right now.
So yeah.
And gray. I do like the gray walls. It's a bit different. So
Cool.
I like the location of that window. You get some like sun on your back.
I mean, a little bit. So I think this one's east facing, but the weather has been stormy, so I haven't gotten a ton of sun. I'm just glad because that means that my bedroom is on the west facing side of the apartment. So that means that I don't have to worry about waking up at like 5 a.m. come spring.
That's good. It's always good.
Definitely.
Do you have much artwork for the walls? Are you a?
Oh yeah, but so I could put something over there. I don't know about what I'm gonna do about the closet. My sister is my designer because she likes that sort of thing, and I'm just like, make this not land. Help. So she was suggesting I have a couple of like photographs printed on fabric, and she was suggesting like doing like putting them onto a dowel so that you could like sort of roll them down. So I might put one of those over the closet, depending on how much of a pain in the ass it is to like get it out of the way, because I do want to like use that closet.
Yeah.
But
we got so much art, and so much of it was bought at like conventions, like especially like NorwestCon or the art shows at conventions. Some cool stuff. But Andy Van Overberg, if you guys are familiar with him, I like a lot of his stuff. It's pretty cool. He does a lot of art on like wood and stuff, but a lot of really amazing fantasy type artwork and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is, I can't even like I have the art, but man, bleep me. I need to get stuff off piles of the floor. I don't even want to think about it right now.
That's great.
I don't want to use up our F-bomb before we even...
Technically, we're not sponsored in the pre-show.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
that's all
that.
you want. Let her rip.
Oh wait, I take it back. We do have a logo down there, so maybe
I was about to
maybe that's
I
our.
guess I've just used our one.
Yeah,
the restraints come off. Everyone's just like, bleep, 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 bleep.
What? Do you want us to be demonetized? What is this? Anyway.
Well, none of our viewers are going to report us, right? Nobody here's a narc, are they?
Oh
boy.
We should also take this opportunity to thank and welcome our newest moderator on the mod squad. Congratulations, Rumpus Imperator, for the upgrade.
Woo!
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're
I
super
see
thankful to
here
have
tonight.
Yep.
Cool. I will remember. Well, I might remember to thank. I'm usually on autopilot by that time of the night, but I'll thank you ahead of time. Thank you in advance for your moderating skills.
Rumpus Imperator always seems to be like on the same page as me. Like he guesses the twists before I reveal them, and I'm like, dang it.
Tell really
people that.
at remembering like skills and like spells and stuff that we've used before that we have forgotten to like use in the particular combat. I'm always grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to make Rumpus a mod because this way we can sort of control him.
Yeah.
Exactly. We could be like, okay, this is what's going to happen. Don't speculate about this in the chat. Not that we ever do that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Glad to have you. I'm just trying to find a graphic that'll work for this thing that I'm doing.
I'm into Twitch. Well, I'll just keep my attention over here and not worry about what's happening over there.
Yeah, that's right. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about Extra Life and maybe what we have so
Oh
far for
my
Extra
God,
Life?
you're right. That is the thing that's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, but
It's happening sooner rather than later. Yeah. Holy cow.
We're gonna do Extra Life's Day of Gaming again this year, which is the 6th?
It is the 6th.
Yes.
The 6th. Every time I say that, I'm like, no, it can't be that. It is that.
Because it's
but
so
we have a lot. I know. We have a lot of really exciting games planned, starting at midnight on Saturday, so way early in the morning. Eric's gonna run Westgate Array. What do you call that?
It's a side story.
Side story.
Yeah, but the code name was Cataclysm, so
Yeah.
just a little sneak peek for y'all.
The
This
code
can
name
only
is
be
Cataclysm. Yeah.
Fluffy and full of puppets.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
exactly.
It'll be
Puppets
fine.
teaching
Nothing
friendship.
wrong will possibly go wrong. I mean, I did, destroy the world last time. So, I mean, I'm sure it's not related.
It'll be good. Then Chris from Carnage Sideshow is gonna run a one shot from 4 to 8 a.m.
Yep. It will be
And
a
then-
fun
Cool.
surprise. It's a horror themed one.
Nice.
Then we've got Steven's gonna run a game. We have a little opportunity in the morning that we're figuring out how to fill. But then at 11, Steven's gonna run a session from is it from his adventure that he's playtesting, or is it a one shot just with us?
It seems
we
like
know?
it's part of the playtest, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Too bad he's not here to talk about it.
We just can't get work on Tuesday nights anymore. So we're just gonna do it live for you guys.
It's going to be great.
It'll be very fun.
I play a ranger in that game. So, like all the shit I've been talking about rangers is just going to come back to haunt me. So, please tune in and make as many ranger jokes as you feel appropriate. It'll be fine.
I think the internet's moved on to like monks now. Monk seems
Yeah,
to be
nobody
the
likes
most,
monks.
Yeah.
Why
So
does
it's good.
nobody like monks? What's wrong with monks? Wait, no. All right.
Yeah. I mean, good that we have a monk in our game too. So
That
we
is
could-
true.
We do.
The excellent
have-
Cat Rambo.
Yeah. We have all the weirdo classes.
Yep.
Like we have a turtle druid. That's Yang Yang's character.
Yep. Playing a
I
druid.
know you
of the
are a
spore.
druid. I was like, you're a mushroom guy. I don't know why. I just did not
he's,
put a class
he's
to it.
mushroom guy.
Mushrooms and advice, right? That's your class.
Yes. Yep. He grows drugs on his shell, and he offers them to people for money.
Yep.
And then Trevor Bettis from the Difficulty Class podcast and Champions of Lore and some other stuff is going to run a sequel to his Hotel at the End of the Multiverse called
Yeah.
Marriage, the Multiverse, and Everything, which sounds like it's going to be nuts. And then we have a Westgate Irregulars mega adventure.
That's right. which, I mean, timing wise, is probably going to be some epic confrontation with the Golden Raven and her witches and all of that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be good though.
She's got more witches? How many more witches does she have?
All of the witches.
Well, she has 6, and you've taken down 2 of them.
The riches of witches. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see how many more we can knock out before this thing, I guess, now that we know.
Before we move off of the extra life topic, someone who is actually signed into Twitch and not being told to enter a code that's not showing up in her email should put our extra life team link in, because this is, of course, a charity event. We are raising money for Extra Life, which supports Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Yep. You can donate to individuals or to the team itself. Any of that, it all goes to the same cause. I want to point out that if you donate to my page, you can buy perks for the players or monsters to challenge the players.
Get us the dragon. I want the dragon.
There is a dragon, and since I love you all and I love raising money for children, I did put in a Tarask option. So if we have a particularly wealthy member of the audience who wants to to see the irregulars get eaten by a Tarask, that's an option on my page.
For kids.
Yeah, for charity.
That's right.
But then would that be a non-canon game? It's just the end of the Westgate Irregulars. You could buy the end of our stream.
All new characters.
For charity, for the children.
That's right.
Yeah, let's see. I have options for a Flumph, a vampire spawn, a gelatinous cube, dragon, any monster you want up to CR15, and then a Tarask. So have at it.
Thank you, Rhiannon.
Yeah, thanks for that link.
Yeah,
I'll make it a
Eric's
command.
just a sec.
Sweet.
I'm gonna try to make a command for the overall group page and just have it like going while we stream. But I see that Xanafariel is here live with us for the first time in a long time.
Hey.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, welcome
back.
Also, Rumpus, fine with recreational drug use. I'm pretty sure it's like a religious experience thing when a druid gives you the mushrooms. So
yeah, and it's like a fantasy world, so it's like different standards, right?
Yeah, it would be, I don't know, impolite, maybe offensive to, the druid's faith to not do the mushrooms with them and trip balls. So I don't know. I feel like there was a session when everybody was like extremely high on something, except for my character who was making friends with a swan.
Yeah, that's right. Did you not marry the swan? I'm pretty sure you married the swan.
Look, the swan and I are playing it cool and taking it slow.
I just want to say the rest of us were on drugs and having visions, yet you were the one talking to animals in the corner.
Ranger, what do you want?
Because there was a reason for that. What did we do? Because I'm really curious, because it wasn't just like, hey, know what sounds fun? Let's do psychotropic drugs.
It was honey. It was actually
that's right. We ate the weird grave honey to figure out how to make the portal thing fix or work.
Yeah, peer into the past.
It was purposeful.
Yeah, it's quest honey.
The swan did turn out to be a swan, May. I don't want anyone to think that like my ranger just has a thing for animals. Like that's not what happened there.
Like we were
just
I was just
friends
like,
at first.
we all got high. What?
Best
I'm
time
so
to come back
confused.
Welcome back, Rhiannon.
Do you want an explanation, or do you just want to have this story as it stands in your head?
I think I'm willing to. Of course, I'm just like screwing myself up more because I've been planning an AU fic to do for the Dungeon Scrawlers characters, and so like I'm thinking about the game today, and I was like, okay, so this character and that character and that character are. Wait, no, that's my fic. So where are we? What are we doing?
The perils of writing a thing tied to a thing you're already creating in a different medium.
Exactly.
Gotta change everybody's names. No.
So today we'll find out the truth of what happened with Cecilia and the Golden Raven. Dun, dun, dun.
So I have to make a confession. I planned to watch this weekend, and then my power went out for 48 hours.
Mhm.
So I had not get a chance to see what exactly happened. And I figure that's maybe okay because I mean,
Killed your
Cecilia
dad.
wasn't there.
Broke the timeline, you know,
Like you do.
like you do. He had it coming.
Oh, okay. So a
I don't know,
couple.
it might be fun for me to just find out as we go.
That's probably true. I feel like one of the best moments, though, was Artemisia Jean Greying it up, fighting, 3 witches by herself. And then, like, the Astral Dreadnought breaks free of one of its chains and just starts, like, it like leans upward from one shoulder. And so everybody on top of it starts sliding off. And Artemisia only has time to catch one person, and it's either Mirabelle or Lazar.
Ooh, I mean, that feels like a gimme.
What do you think she was gonna do?
Yeah, so
Okay,
and they were both sliding toward the Astral Dreadnought's mouth, by the way. I just want to make that clear.
got it. My husband just came home from his trip, so I'm gonna go say hi to him. I'll be right back.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna throw up a quick poll, and I want chat to be honest, whether you actually guessed who the Golden Raven was or not.
Ooh,
Do we trust them to be honest?
sure.
I mean, why not?
Why wouldn't we trust chat?
It's not like it's gonna be 100% yes, right?
Well, then we'll know. Like
Then
this
we'll
is a
know not
test.
to trust them. You're
It's
right.
like an honesty test.
You're right.
I was so mad in high school. We were in our like psych or biology class, psych unit of the biology class. A couple of the students programmed this little like computer game that you could cheat, and then it recorded if you cheated. And so then they could present their results to the class of like who cheated and who didn't cheat for, I think it was M&Ms you got.
That's
if you
amazing.
got points in the game. And I was so mad because they had everybody's stats. And so I was like the only junior who took it or something like that. And so it said all juniors cheated. I was like, I didn't cheat. But I think what it was is that the computer recorded that I checked to see, because it was a trivia, I checked to see the right answer. And then I was like, no, I'm too honest. I'm going to answer the wrong thing that I was going to do anyway, because I didn't believe them. That so somebody in the computer lab was like, oh, look, you can cheat. So of course I had to be like, well, can you? Are they lying? And then you could. So I pushed the button and I was like, no, I'm not gonna. And I did it the rest of the time, but it recorded me as a cheater. I was like, no. I held strong. I answered what I would have anyway wrongly. I just had to know if it was possible because I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm not a cheater. I'm just curious.
It was saying you had a slight cheatery inclination.
I guess. Okay, so like next poll, if somebody's like, you can totally cheat on this, do you see if you actually can before you decide, or do you just like don't even? Because I bet a lot of people would be like, well, I want to know like what my actual choice is here.
Okay, so the next poll that you want is, if you know you can cheat, would you test it or not? Is that the question?
No, if you were told you could cheat, will you test whether you actually can?
Okay, by cheating. Okay, got it. This one
You
will
make
run
it
for a
sound
couple more
so
minutes.
bad.
No, it's not.
You're laying my decades old sort of self-justification bare here. Yeah.
So Rumpus claims to be 95% certain that it was a pseudo Cecilia, but that if it were Mirren or another Spear Witch, he would not have been, he would have bought it. He would have gone, okay, sure.
I was sure it was Marsalia, because I mean,
There we go. I mean, Marsalia isn't cool enough. She's sort of a banal kind of evil.
Yeah.
If she's even evil.
And I asked in the chat, for all of you who guessed correctly who the Golden Raven would turn out to be, when did you guess it, and what and why? Like, what convinced you that it was who it was?
At 12:37 and 32 seconds on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Yeah, like I think I made like 5 guesses in my head as to who it was, but I didn't settle on any one. So I said no. I voted no.
I felt what locked it in for me. So I don't remember exactly when it was, but when you basically laid the clue that they had been able to go into Cecilia's, escape place and
her banishment
space, and supposedly no one should be able to do that.
Yeah, that's what
locked it in for
Daza
me.
is saying too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty big clue.
I think you did a good job of seeding up doubt and alternate options.
So the vote is maybe the vote's got maybe a minute left. There are 4 people who voted one way and 10 people who voted the other way. What do you think it is, Eric? You think more people guessed it correctly or incorrectly?
I think more people did not know who it was going to be.
All right, we'll see in a second. But
I think I threw a lot of misinformation and red herrings out there. So
in game, we've met all the alternate irregulars now, right? Because we just met Calith. Like
you have met alternate Calith, and you have met alternate Cecilia.
Well, I guess we know the fates of all the alternates now.
Theoretically.
I see.
Didn't we not meet alternates? Did Sturge not meet alternate Sturge?
Sturge has met alternate Sturge, you're right.
Oh, in the past?
Sturge originally met alternate Sturge in your world when he came to visit. You haven't actually seen him so far in this world.
Okay, the poll just closed, and 5 people said that they guessed it correctly, whereas 10 people said that they did not. Good job, Eric.
So let's see. Rumpus Imperator says, I got my first inkling one time when Sarshan was making a soliloquy to Cecilia about his feelings, and he said some things tense-wise that only made sense if Cecilia was the Raven.
That is some attention to detail.
Wow.
Seriously.
That was intentional, yeah. So you were picking up on some real stuff. It also helped that I watched season 1 already knowing about the time loop, so I was paying a lot of attention to Sargent. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We should like make Rumpus a moderator or something.
So we can control him. And the divination powers. Anyway.
Oh, crap. So I can't fit in all the words on this poll, but I'm just running it. I don't know, I'm hacking it. And we have to go to the recap theater now, but the poll should run till the end of it. We will see y'all in a bit. I mean, does anybody have any final words that they really
If you're not watching Idol Champions presents the Trials of Mount Tiamat, you should watch that, but not right now. Later.
Yes.
It's some nonsense.
But excellent nonsense.
Excellent nonsense.
When I've been doing the concentration checks, I've made sure that we rated you guys immediately.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
But when I can't look at the chat, I get nervous. So
okay. We're gonna run the recap and we'll see you in a bit.
Don't go away.
Evil gets unmasked, but is it too late? So with Cecilia, Sarshan, and the Witch Queen out of the picture, you might think that things might look a little different for the Irregulars, but not so much. The Irregulars were still under attack by the Witch Queen's servants, and that's exactly the scene that the real Spear Witch, Sturge, and Caliph showed up to. Now, they were quick enough to join the fight, of course. Sturge and Caliph wanted to protect their friends, and, well, the Spear Witch wanted to find her daughters. Over the course of the fight, we had a few more interesting revelations. Although Sturge managed to damage the mask of the Witch of Despair, she managed to get away without her mask being torn off, but the Witch of Dread was not so lucky. That's the Lich one. Over the course of the fight, Caliph had leapt on her and managed to rip her mask off, only to discover that this Lich was an undead, wingless version of her. Well, more undead. It didn't take long for Artemisia to swoop down from up on high, where she'd been on the back of the Astral Dreadnought, and Sturge came back down with her. And the Irregulars even managed to uproot one of the chains that was holding the Astral Dreadnought down. But in defeating the witches, or at least temporarily defeating some of the witches, the Witch of Dread sort of dissolved into ash and then blew away. I'm not sure if that means that she's dead or if she just left. If she's a lich, she could easily come back if there's a phylactery or something somewhere. But they also had access to the Witch of Devastation, Sorrow. And while they stood over the Witch of Devastation, enjoying at least what seemed like a immediate victory, even if a small one, she started to laugh. Something had changed. Something that she noticed. And that's when she told them. Somewhere, Cecilia had taken the Witch Queen's deal. Whatever that deal was. And that meant, at least according to her, that the world they came from, our world, was destroyed. Or at least, their version of it. A branch pruned from the tree of time. Now, was she telling the truth? And what does this mean for everybody that they left behind? Rogar had gotten sent back. So what happens to him? What happens to me? At the very least, they freed this version of Sorrow from the mind control of the Witch Queen and hauled her back toward the ruins of Briarhouse. All while she was having something of a mental breakdown over everything that she'd been forced to do, apparently. But this still brings up a lot of unanswered questions. So, you know, hurry up, guys. I really don't want to be dead. Kitty, I know you're hungry, Kitty, but I'm trying to record. Are you a hungry boy?